rhythm as she's riding the stationary bike.
Yeah, well, I hope she has a good day at the gym because a bad day could mean a bad grade.
And I think this will be a real moment of triumph for Charlene Gonzalez, Miss Philippines, because when she was growing up as a kid, believe it or not, she was 5'4", and she weighed 167 pounds. And her brother even nicknamed her Miss Piggy.
What? Well,
Yeah.
guess what? I saw her at the preliminaries, and no one's going to call her Miss Piggy tonight.
No
Believe
way.
me. Okay, when we come back, we will meet our celebrity judges and see the swimsuit competition.
Swimsuits next on CBS.
All right, our thanks to the wonderful Bahianian dancers. Welcome back to the Philippines, everybody, as we continue our live show from Manila. It's time now to introduce you to our distinguished panel of judges. And audience, if you would, please hold your applause until the final judge is introduced. Our first judge is a successful fashion designer from Colombia. His international clients include first ladies, European nobility, artists, and celebrities. Carlos Arturo Zapata. She's a six-time Grammy-winning star and lead singer of The Fifth Dimension, the beautiful, talented singer and actress Florence LaRue. He was hairdresser to Princess Diana for 9 years and is the international creative director of Clairol, Scotsman Richard Dalton. One of Hollywood's leading character actresses, she appeared in the film MacArthur and is currently in the feature film Bad Girls, Emmy winner Beulah Quo. He's a philanthropist and humanitarian and chairman of the board of the Philippines' leading newspaper, the Manila Bulletin, Dr. Emilio T. Yap. A British actress best known for her starring roles in Dynasty, The Colbys, Sequest, and Beverly Hills 90210, Stephanie Beacham. He's an award-winning writer-producer working on films for director Richard Donner, Robert De Niro, Whoopi Goldberg, and Steven Spielberg, Jonas McCord. And she was crowned Miss Universe in 1990, lives in the USA, and travels all over the world as a successful fashion model, Norway's Mona Groot. Ladies and gentlemen, our judges.
The judges use a scoring system similar to the Olympics. As each contestant competes, each judge enters a score ranging from 1.0 to a high of 9.99 into a computer terminal. You will see the judges' names and scores on your screen. Then the highest and lowest scores are eliminated and the rest are averaged, like this. Finally, each contestant's average scores in the swimsuit, interview, and evening gown competitions are added, and the top 6 composite scores will determine the 6 finalists. Well, I see the competition is about to begin, so let's go back to Bob on stage.
Okay, thanks a lot, Angela. Well, now as our contestants compete in the Jansen swimsuit competition, they're going to be wearing shoes by Federico Leone, and we have asked each woman to tell us a bit more about herself. The crater of an extinct volcano is the exotic locale of beautiful Hidden Valley Falls and the perfect setting for the swimsuit competition as we begin with Miss India.
I'm passionate about writing poetry. I'm not very expressive with people, and sometimes I find it easier to put down my thoughts and my emotions on a piece of paper.
Miss Venezuela.
Definitely more than anything else, I have to say I'm very disciplined. I get that from my parents. Also, I love a challenge. The bigger, the better.
Miss Greece.
I've been modeling for less than a year now. And on my first runway show, I was really scared. It was an experience I'll never forget. But once I was up there, I really knew I belonged there.
Miss Switzerland.
Well, in 10 years, I hope to have my own medical practice and a nice man. But no, I think 10 years, that's too soon.
Miss USA.
Well, you know, I'm a teacher. I miss the kids. I miss the energy and the enthusiasm that they give me. And I know they're rooting for me back in South Carolina, but I miss hugging them and I miss touching them.
Miss Italy.
Fin da bambina guardavo la televisione, lo spettacolo.
Well, I've watched the Miss Italy pageant on television since I was a little girl. I'd line up my dolls and pretend they were the contestants. Who could have dreamed back then that I'd grow up to be here tonight? I thought things like this only happened in fantasy.
Solo nel mondo della fantasia.
Miss Sweden.
I think Swedish people are very genuine and honest, very much down to earth and in touch with nature. They're a little bit quiet in the beginning, just like myself, until they get to know you. And then we become friends for life.
Miss Slovak Republic.
I'm a kind of person that I must be every time busy. I can't sit, I must go, 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 and that makes me very happy.
Miss Philippines.
Well, the person I most admire is my stepfather. He's always been there for me and been a friend. And he's not my biological father, but yet he loves me like his own flesh and blood. And I love him for that.
Miss Colombia.
Well, I've always wanted to help people. Now, as a Miss Colombia, I travel around my country doing charity work. And I especially enjoy working with unwed teenage mothers because as a teenager, I want them to know that I care.
And that completes the swimsuit competition for Miss Universe 1994.
Well, I think you get the picture. It isn't just women in the USA who are into fitness. Everybody's doing it.
Right. We've been working out here every night.
Yeah, right. Well, let's see how our judges scored it. Okay, Miss Venezuela tops the swimsuit competition with a 9.7, followed closely by Miss India and Miss Colombia. Miss USA, well, she's gonna make it up there in the top 3 pretty soon, I'm sure.
And Jensen will award the winner, Miss Venezuela, a $1,000 prize.
Sushi money, huh?
Right.
Okay, the ladies are heading backstage to change for the interview competition, so this is the perfect moment to take you on a little tour of the Philippines and see what they've been doing for the past few weeks. Let's go.
Some fun.
Thank you very much.
Manila, see you in Manila. Won't you come along with me? There's much to do.
Oh no!
See, there's a lot to learn and be.
This is Dr. Jose Rizal, our national hero. So did you have fun here at Rizal Park?
Yeah!
Okay, let's go, girls. Manila.
Manila, I keep coming back to Manila. Simply no place like Manila. Manila, I'm coming home.
We took a jeepney ride from Manila to Villa Escudero, where we took lunch in a very unusual setting.
to Davao on the Isle of Mindanao.
Careful! That drink will make you fall in love with the next man you see.
All aboard for the Pearl Farm! Ladies, our hostess, Miss Universe 1973, Margarita Moran.
Welcome to the Pearl Farm Beach Resort. Mabuhay!
Next stop, Cebu, Queen City of the South. Ladies, historic Fort San Pedro.
Built by the Spanish in 1738.
Who's conducting the tour anyway? Try the green mango.
Delicious!
Ladies, hurry! Ladies, Shangri-La! Land ho! It's the cock!
Well, you can see why they call this the land where Asia wears a smile. Well, Angela, the interview competition is coming up next, so who's going to do well here?
Arthel, I cannot wait for Miss Slovak Republic, Sylvia. This girl is incredible. Listen, she has modeled everywhere. She has published a book. She owns her own PR firm, and on top of it all, she's working on her own clothing line.
What? So when does she sleep?
I have no idea. And oh, Miss Columbia, she's such a free spirit. You know, she once underwent hypnotic past life regression.
Okay, that's where you go back to another life and figure out what you were, like a tree or a car or something.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, some lively conversation, maybe even a little reincarnation right after this.
Moment to thank the people of the Philippines for their terrific hospitality, and we are very honored to have with us this evening His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Fidel V. Ramos, and First Lady Amelita Ramos. Thank you for having us. It's also our pleasure to announce that the Miss Universe Pageant is going to travel to the African continent for the first time when we broadcast live from the nation of Namibia next year. And here this evening as representatives of Namibia's host committee are Peter Manser and Miss Universe 1992, Namibia's own Michelle McLean. And we are also very pleased to announce that next year in Namibia, we will welcome our first delegate from the Republic of South Africa since 1984. Well, now I have the pleasure of talking individually with our 10 semifinalists in the interview competition. And because our title holders' communication skills are so important, our interviews are spontaneous, they're unrehearsed, and the ladies are judged on their poise, their intelligence, their personality, and of course the content of their answers. Now, for those contestants who have requested them, we have De La Vega Professional Translating Services standing by. And we begin with Miss India, Sushmita Sen. She's an 18-year-old model from New Delhi who enjoys writing poetry in her spare time. Now, I heard you say earlier during the Parade of Nations that in your country, love is the essence of life. What did you mean by that?
Well, India is a country that everybody knows has multinational people, as in people with different languages, people with different religions. And we have about 168 languages, and people all live together. And there is, to quite an extent, a lot of peace, which is very difficult with so many religions staying together. And that is why I said love is the essence of life in India.
Okay. Now, you have got to be a very, very public figure in India, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, but you also describe yourself as a private person. Now, how do you get the two working together?
Well, I think every human being must have two faces. It's very essential. One which you have for people in public, and one which you have for yourself. Because these two different things, when mixed together, makes you a person who has just a personality which is fit for everybody else, but not for one's own self. And I think it's very essential that you have a private side to yourself. I have it too.
All right, that's Sushmita Sen, Miss India. Thank you very much. And if you just step right over here, please. Right over there. Next up, we have Miss Venezuela. She's 22-year-old Minorca Mercado of Caracas, a university student and member of the Venezuelan national volleyball team. So clearly you are a serious athlete. How has sports shaped your life?
¿Cómo que los deportes han forjado tu vida?
De una manera muy positiva, me han ayudado a que la mujer tiene que ser trabajadora, luchadora. Me han despertado ese deseo de superación, de que hay que luchar por esos principios morales que nuestra familia nos inculcan desde pequeño.
In a very positive way, sports have taught me that a woman must work hard and she must overcome and be a struggler, a fighter. And it has also taught me that I must follow the moral values that my family has taught me since I was a youngster.
Now, being part of this volleyball team is kind of a legacy for your family, isn't it?
El formar parte del equipo de voleibol es como parte de la herencia de tu familia, ¿no es así?
Efectivamente, toda mi familia es deportista. Mi mamá, en sus años de juventud, fue preseleccionada para la Selección Nacional de Vóley. Y bueno, ahora el sueño se hizo realidad cuando yo integro la Selección Nacional de Vóley.
Yes, as a matter of fact, my whole family participates in sports. My mother, when she was younger, she was pre-selected for the Venezuelan national volleyball team, and now I fulfill that because I am part of the national Venezuelan volleyball team.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Venezuela. That is Minorca Mercado. Now we have Miss Greece, Ria Tutunzi. She's a 20-year-old from Athens who speaks 3 languages and enjoys ballet and modeling. What attracted you to modeling?
I really like the glamour of it, and I've felt that I should have been a model since I was really young. It's just that it's just there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a spotlight.
What's the best thing about it? Just being the glamour?
The glamour, and that you're on stage and people expect something from you, you know, and you have to show yourself and what you're wearing. It's just wonderful for me.
Right, so you feel pretty comfortable up here in front of all these people.
Not quite. This is different. I'm getting judged here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay,
It's
though.
not the same.
Yeah, well, that's okay. But you speak 3 languages, right? Where did you learn to speak English so well?
I learned it in school, back in Athens.
Have you ever had much association with Americans?
Yes, I did. There was the American base in Athens, and most of my friends were Americans. And I've been to an English-speaking school for a while, and that's how I picked up the language. My dad is also Lebanese, so he doesn't speak the language, my language, Greek.
Right.
So.
Okay, great. Nice job. Thank you very much, Miss Greece. That's Ria Tutunzi. You'd step right over there so the judges can take a look at you. Now Miss Switzerland. This is Patricia Fassler. She's born in Zurich, a 19-year-old university student majoring in languages. What do you hope to do when you complete your education?
When I finish with my education, I want to study medicine and I want to become a pediatrician.
Really? You want to work with kids, huh?
Yes, I want to because I love children and I think children are our future.
Now, I also heard that you either did or want to climb the Matterhorn. Is that right?
Yes, it was an idea because in Switzerland, the Matterhorn is one of the biggest mountains, and it's very difficult to climb up to the mountain. So I said, Patricia, you go there and you climb up the mountain, you just try it, and because it's a wonderful feeling if you're on the top of the mountain and you can see all over Switzerland. It's very nice. It's a wonderful view.
So are you an avid mountain climber, or this is just the one thing you want to do?
Yes, it's one thing that is here, and I just want to try.
All right, well, we wish you luck on that climb. Good luck to you. Miss Switzerland, that is Patricia Fassler. Step right over there, please. And finally, Miss USA, Lou Parker. She's a 26-year-old high school teacher from Charleston, South Carolina. Hi, Lou. And the founder of a new program called HATS, which stands for Helping All Teens Survive.
Yes.
Tell me about that program.
Well, HATS is very important to me. I'm an educator, and I started HATS, Helping All Teens Survive, because of some unfortunate suicides and pregnancies. But it's a peer outreach program that takes care of teens that are in need.
And did I hear that they're going to open a chapter here in Manila?
Actually, yes, I was interviewing with the Herald Tribune, and this gentleman interviewed me for like 20 minutes or so, and then he said, you know, I'm really interested in your program, and I about lost it at that moment, because it would be my first international affiliate. But I have them in the States, in about 5 states, but not anywhere internationally, so I was very excited.
Wow, that's great. Now, if you should come here and open a chapter, you're going to have to learn a little bit of the native language, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, I've been here so long, I feel like a local. You know, I'm learning the language a little bit.
Tagalog?
You know?
Can you speak some?
A little bit.
Go ahead, give me a shot.
Do you want me to say it to the audience or to you?
Yeah. Should you say it to you? Yeah. Okay.
Hello, if I came back. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Nag-enjoy ako. Salamat po sa inyong lahat. Mahal kita.
You must have done something right. What'd you say?
I said, good morning to all of you. I've enjoyed my stay. Thank you to all of you, and I love you.
Okay, that's Lou Parker, Miss USA. Going right over there if you would, Lou. All right, thanks a lot, ladies. That completes our first 5 interviews.
Yes, and Lou is Maguntahat, which means she's very beautiful. Well, a pretty impressive group, I'll say. Stay with us, and we'll be back in a moment after this word from Vidal Sassoon Hair Care System for hair with salon feeling every day.
Contestant is Miss Italy, Ariana David. She's a 20-year-old model and art history student from Rome. Welcome. And what do you hope to do when you complete your studies?
Che cosa vuoi fare dopo terminare gli studi?
Dunque, io vorrei insegnare perché mi piace stare a contatto con i ragazzi, oppure stare a contatto sempre con le persone facendo la direttrice turistica, cioè andando in giro con... Oddio, scusatemi, sono un pochino emozionata. Praticamente descrivere le chiese con delle persone che ascoltano, ecco.
Well, when I finish my studies, I'd like, there are 2 things that I'm interested in. One is to teach. I like to be with children, and I might possibly do that. Another possibility is that as I'm interested in art, I may want to be a guide or in touch with people who are interested in knowing what our monuments, our churches are. Excuse me because I'm a little bit emotional right now, but this is what I'm trying to convey to you.
That's all right. Have you ever been to the United States?
Tu sei mai stata negli Stati Uniti?
No, non sono mai stata negli Stati Uniti, vedo ogni giovedì sera Beverly Hills in televisione, chissà.
I think I got some of that.
No, I have never been to the United States, but I see the United States every Thursday night on television.
All right, that's Miss Italy, Ariana David. Thank you very much. Step right over there. Next up, we have Miss Sweden, Dominique Forsberg. She's 25 years old, speaks 5 languages, and has done a lot of public relations work for her native Lapland. Now, pardon my ignorance, but is Lapland like a state or a province or what?
It's a region in the northern part of Sweden. It's called a landscape.
Now, what would I see if I went there?
Well, what we have is called the last wilderness of Europe, and just a big, vast wilderness with lots of adventures. And what I think is the most amazing thing is maybe the midnight sun in the summer, because it's 24-hour sunshine, and it can be very romantic. But then in the winter, there's another phenomena, the northern lights. And even though I live there myself, I never stop being amazed by this. It's magic.
Yeah. Now,
Yes.
it's cold, isn't it?
Oh, yes, very, very cold. I love the weather here. It's so nice for change.
But I hear the fishing is terrific.
Yes, great fishing. And in the summer, you can fish 24 hours because it's sunshine.
Sunshine all day?
Yeah.
Wow. Perfect for the fishermen in the family.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Sweden, thank you very much. That's Dominique Forsberg. Could you step over there, please? Now we have Miss Slovak Republic, Sylvia Lakatushova, a 21-year-old entrepreneur who speaks Italian, Russian, Slovak, Czech, and luckily for me, a little bit of English, too. Look at this. You have already modeled, you've published a book, you co-own a PR firm, and you're only 21 years old. What's left for you to do?
Что ты еще хочешь сделать, кроме того?
You know, when I come back home, after this competition, after 3 weeks, I have examined for my new university.